Hello, and welcome to another episode of The Relationship Theory. Here we take difficult emotions in and we talk them out like they are a regular conversation. Tonight, on this rainy day, predictive text. Think along with me here. This is a difficult emotion, not a difficult thought. It just came to me, and I'm excited to bring this to you all, this conversation about predictive texts. I'm sure you are all aware of how phones have become an integrated part of society. It's almost as like if you don't have a phone, you don't have a life. And by that I mean the way that you are able to interact with other people is incomplete without a phone. Because there's certain habits that you engage in when you are aware that your phone is on your person. Likewise, without your phone, you have certain interactions with your body when you're engaging with other people. People who meditate, people who intentionally go outside without their phones, they also have a mode because they have thought, I have something about me. I have a way about me that allows me to move without my phone. They are going to be participating in society with that awareness. More of a boon, more of a benefit. However, we live in a highly informative society. Massive amounts of information, loads of information, flowing in and out of our brains each and every single day. I have had random bouts of information, much like sensory overload, where I can hardly think because of all the letters and numbers that are going on in my brain. Now, a lot of it makes sense because I have written You Are You, the Breakthrough Protocol, and the phenomenon of manifestation. So I'm not so much as lost as I am without a soundboard. Soundboards are important. That is also what phones are. That is also why it's an integrated part of society now. Predictive text. What this vlog is going to focus on is this fact about predictive texts. It's not so much of a fact, but the utility of predictive texts. You know that thing that appears when you're writing words and it builds a selection of definitions for you as you're writing the words that you're writing? Predictive texts is very useful and helpful. It not only formulates words that you are developing and creating as you're writing a sentence to your friend, to your neighbor, to your business, about your business, online, on social media with strangers. I'm sure if you haven't thought about this, predictive text is also gathering up information on the words that you most commonly use to help you facilitate the phrases and the sentences that you naturally write. Now, if you are constantly thinking about the sentences that you build before you send them, the capacity is going to be wider. The information gathering is going to be much more larger. The pool of information that your phone is going to be gathering on you is going to be much larger in amount. So I've even caught myself using letters to see if my phone will bring me the correct word. And I use plenty of words. However, I still depend on my phone to write some of the sentences that I'm writing. And I don't mean predictive text as in the words that you're writing that if you misspell, I'm not talking about autocorrect. I'm talking about the actual word that when you are going to write it, it assumes that this is what you meant to say. It's almost like having a friend or a partner that interjects with a word that you were thinking before you say it. Phones do this now. And human beings are having a much more difficult time, if not just a much more seamless way of being about communicating information to each other. This is why kinesthesia is a thing, and phones may be bringing that about on a much higher level than humans are used to experiencing, which is a topic for another day, because it rides in line with a topic in my book. Perhaps I should have just said no. However, predictive text, what I'm noticing though, is this. This is where I'm really trying to get to with all that I've just said. Human beings are becoming accustomed to having predictive texts for the interactions that they're having throughout their day, because we're relying on the experience of not just predictive text, but how using our phones fills in the gap in conversation. It's marvelous. Again, it's marvelous. Because there isn't a word for this. There isn't even an experience for this, other than what I've offered. So tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, because what do you think? Do you believe that predictive text is affecting the way that human beings interact with each other? I don't even mean face to face, because let's face it, human beings are talking less and less face to face unless it's on live streams, and unless it's on videos, and unless it's on communicating at a level where all you need is text. If we're not doing those things, human beings aren't necessarily talking to each other. Why? I'd mentioned this in past videos. We use memes to communicate. We've evolved from Reddit, but we use memes to communicate. Not only do we use memes to communicate online, but we emote as well from things that we've seen. We are using them. We are ordering vibratory signatures up as if we were at a restaurant, and we are embodying them on a dime, at a switch of a mentality, at a single thought. We're doing this using our phones. We are allowing our phones not to control us, but to order our steps, say. And I wonder if anyone else is paying attention to this, not only paying attention to this, but has a word for it. Because if you don't come up with a word, friends, I will make one. That is this episode of The Relationship Theory. Enjoy your night.